wait until you see number 3. Because this hotel survived a disaster that destroyed much of San Francisco. Number 2 has hosted some of the most powerful people in American history. And number 1, it became part of Hollywood history. So let's enter San Francisco's 10 most fascinating hotels. Number 10, Hilton San Francisco Union Square. Let's start with something huge, literally. Hilton San Francisco Union Square is one of the largest and tallest hotels in the city. And that height gives you something special. The higher you go, the more San Francisco opens up beneath you. The hotel has more than 1,000 rooms and suites, with high floor rooms offering huge city views. There's also a heated outdoor pool, a 24-hour fitness center, restaurants, and Cityscape, a sky bar on the 46th floor. Wait, the sky bar itself sits at the top of the city's hotel scene? You can literally look across San Francisco while having a drink. And some of the suites get even crazier. The presidential suites have an 820 square foot parlor, while the penthouse suites have around 840 square feet just in the parlor area. Seriously? That's bigger than some apartments. A normal room can often start around the low to mid 200s, but prices jump depending on the date and view. If you want modern San Francisco, huge views, and a massive hotel experience, this is where we begin. But now, we're going old school. Number 9, Hotel Nikko, San Francisco. Imagine walking into a luxury hotel, and instead of feeling like you're in California, you suddenly feel a little bit of Japan. That's Hotel Nikko. Located near Union Square, this hotel mixes modern San Francisco with Japanese-inspired design. The property has more than 500 rooms and suites, an indoor pool, a large health club, steam rooms, saunas, and whirlpool facilities. And here's the fun part. The hotel even runs a seasonal dive-in cinema. You can watch a movie beside the indoor pool. Oh, that actually sounds like a perfect night. But Hotel Nikko has another connection to Hollywood. The hotel appears in the San Francisco locations associated with the movie The Game, the 1997 thriller starring Michael Douglas and Sean Penn. So you're not just staying downtown, you're staying in a place that has already had a little Hollywood moment. And compared with the old grand hotels on this list, Nikko gives you something different. Modern luxury, Japanese style, and a surprisingly cinematic atmosphere. But now, we go back more than a century. Number 8. The Westin St. San Francisco. This hotel has seen San Francisco change around it. The Westin St. stands beside Union Square and has been part of the city's story for generations. And its location is almost too good. Step outside. Cable cars, shopping, restaurants, theater. San Francisco is right there. But here's what makes this hotel interesting. It has appeared on screen in movies including Rumor Has It, Final Analysis, and DOA. So even if you don't know the hotel, you may have already seen it. And inside, the hotel combines old-world architecture with modern rooms and facilities. That contrast is what makes it work. You get the feeling of an old San Francisco hotel without giving up modern comfort. And that's important because this city has a lot of historic hotels, but not all of them survived into the modern luxury era. This one did. And now, we're entering serious 5-star territory. Number 7. Four Seasons Hotel, San Francisco. Forget haunted stories for a moment. This one is about pure, modern luxury. Four Seasons Hotel San Francisco rises above Market Street in a 40-story tower completed in 2001. It was actually the first skyscraper completed in San Francisco in the 21st century. And the location is excellent. You're close to Union Square, Chinatown, shopping, museums, and the city's business district. Inside, it's polished, quiet, expensive looking, and very Four Seasons. The hotel offers luxury rooms and suites with city views, fine dining, fitness facilities, and high-level personalized service. The real attraction here is the experience. You wake up high above the city, you look outside, and San Francisco is spread below you. No giant haunted legend, no earthquake survival story, just refined, modern luxury. And that can be exactly what some travelers want. Rates vary heavily by date, but Four Seasons itself confirms that its room prices change according to arrival date and length of stay. But if modern luxury is impressive, wait until you see what number 6 offers, because this hotel has a completely different personality. Number 6. 1 Hotel San Francisco. This one feels different the moment you enter. 1 Hotel San Francisco is designed around nature, wood, plants, natural textures, warm lighting, and views toward the waterfront. Instead of screaming luxury, it quietly whispers it. And that's the trick. The hotel sits near the Embarcadero, one of the best areas in San Francisco for waterfront views and morning walks. Imagine waking up, getting coffee, and walking toward the Bay Bridge as the city wakes up. That sounds simple, but that is exactly what makes this hotel special. It feels less like a giant hotel machine and more like a calm, luxury retreat inside a busy city. San Francisco Travel also highlights 1 hotel among the notable Embarcadero area hotels. And there's another reason it works so well for modern travelers. Sustainability is part of the experience. So if your idea of luxury is not gold everywhere, but beautiful design, comfort, nature, and location, this could be your hotel. But now, the mood changes completely, because number 5 is one of the most famous hotels in the entire city. Number 5. The St. Regis, San Francisco. This is where modern art meets old school luxury. The St. Regis San Francisco opened in 2005, but it was designed to feel timeless. And the suites? Oh man. The presidential suite is around 3,200 square feet, floor-to-ceiling windows, a formal dining room, private study, media room, marble bathroom, and, of course, St. Regis butler service. Yes, a personal butler. The St. Regis suite itself is around 1,500 square feet. And this is not just about having a big room. It's about service. The kind where someone can help unpack your luggage, arrange experiences, and handle the little things before you even ask. That's luxury. And the hotel's location in the Soma district puts you close to museums, shopping, restaurants, and major attractions. But here's the crazy part. The hotel is modern enough to feel futuristic, yet quiet enough to feel private. The presidential suite is on the 20th floor, looking across the San Francisco skyline. Seriously? That's a room where you could forget you're even in a city. And now, we're leaving modern San Francisco behind, because the next 3 hotels are legends. Number 4. The Ritz-Carlton, San Francisco. Now this is old money luxury. The Ritz-Carlton sits on Nob Hill, one of San Francisco's most famous neighborhoods, and the location is perfect. A historic cable car runs right outside. Union Square is nearby, Chinatown is close, and the financial district is just minutes away. But what makes this hotel special is what happened before it became a luxury hotel. The building dates back to 1909 and was originally built for the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company. Today, it has 336 rooms and suites and offers the kind of formal service people expect from Ritz-Carlton. And there's a Hollywood connection too. The hotel appeared in The Game, the Michael Douglas thriller set in San Francisco. So imagine this. You finish dinner. You step outside. A cable car passes right in front of you. The city lights are on, and you realize you're standing on Nob Hill in one of San Francisco's classic luxury hotels. That's the Ritz experience. Forbes Travel Guide currently lists the Ritz-Carlton among San Francisco's top hotels and notes its 4-star and AAA 5-diamond status. But we still haven't reached the 2 giants. And number 2 has a story that sounds almost unbelievable. Number 3. InterContinental Mark Hopkins, San Francisco. Imagine building a luxury hotel on top of one of San Francisco's most famous hills. That's exactly the kind of story behind the Mark Hopkins. The hotel opened in 1926 on Nob Hill. It was designed by the firm Weeks and Day, combining French chateau and Spanish-inspired architecture. The result? A 19-story landmark overlooking the city. But there's a darker piece of history. The original Mark Hopkins mansion stood on this site. It survived the 1906 earthquake, but fire destroyed it. Years later, the hotel rose from that same hill. And then came the famous Top of the Mark, a cocktail lounge high above San Francisco. This became one of the city's legendary places for views. The hotel has hosted royalty, presidents, celebrities, and powerful figures. And according to San Francisco Travel, the Rolling Stones once rented 2 entire floors for themselves and their entourage. 2 entire floors? No way. That's not a normal hotel stay. That's rock star territory. The hotel also appeared in films including Bullet and Sudden Impact. So you get history, Hollywood, rock stars, and one of the best views in the city. But now, only 2 hotels remain. And number 2 survived one of San Francisco's darkest moments. Number 2, the Palace Hotel. This place feels like a movie set, except it's real. The Palace Hotel first opened in 1875, and at the time, it was enormous. It was designed by architect John P. Gaynor for financier William Chapman Ralston, who wanted to create the greatest hotel west of the Mississippi. And he went big. The original building had 755 guest rooms. It had an enormous central courtyard, and guests could arrive by horse-drawn carriage directly into the building. Imagine walking into a hotel like that in 1875. No way. But then came 1906. The Great San Francisco earthquake and fire destroyed the original palace. The hotel was rebuilt, and the new palace reopened in 1909. That means the hotel you see today is connected directly to one of the most dramatic chapters in San Francisco history. And inside, the famous Garden Court, a giant glass ceiling, marble columns, and thousands of pieces of stained glass. There's also the famous Pied Piper mural by Maxfield Parrish. And the guest list? Presidents, royalty, famous entertainers, financial giants. Everybody who was anybody seemed to pass through these doors. The palace even appeared in David Fincher's The Game. And here's the crazy part. You can still stay here today. Recent 2026 booking searches showed standard rooms around the $400 plus range on some dates, with higher prices for upgraded rooms and suites. So you're not just paying for a room, you're sleeping inside San Francisco history. But there is one hotel left, and this one may be the most iconic of them all. Number 1. Fairmont San Francisco. This is not just a hotel. It is a San Francisco landmark. Fairmont San Francisco opened in 1907 on Nob Hill. But the story gets crazy immediately. The hotel was badly damaged by the 1906 earthquake. The Fair sisters brought in a young architect named Julia Morgan to help rebuild it. And exactly 1 year after the disaster, Fairmont reopened. 1 year. Think about that. A city devastated by earthquake and fire, and this hotel came back. That alone would make the story incredible. But then the famous guests started arriving. Presidents, world leaders, movie stars, musicians. The hotel became known as the White House of the West because so many U.S. presidents stayed there. And then came Hollywood, Vertigo, The Rock, The Towering Inferno, The Intern, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. The hotel has appeared in decades of film and television productions. But my favorite story is not from Hollywood. It happened in 1961. Tony Bennett stood inside the Fairmont's Venetian room and performed "I Left My Heart in San Francisco" for the first time. That song became one of the most famous songs ever connected with the city. Imagine being in that room that night. But Fairmont has another legendary attraction, the Tonga Room, a famous tiki bar where the atmosphere can suddenly turn into a tropical storm. Music, drinks, water, thunder, and rain, inside a luxury hotel. Seriously? San Francisco does things differently. And then there's the penthouse suite. The historic 1927 penthouse has welcomed kings, rock stars, presidents, and celebrities. Recent hotel information has placed this ultra-exclusive suite around $21,000 per night when available. That's not a hotel room. That's a different universe. For a regular room, recent 2026 searches showed roughly $300 plus per night on some dates, while premium dates and direct booking rates can be much higher. And that's why Fairmont takes number one. Not because it is simply the newest, or the biggest, or the most expensive. It survived disaster. It hosted presidents. It welcomed legends. It inspired movies. And it became part of the identity of San Francisco itself. So, which hotel would you choose? The modern skyline of the Hilton? The old-world beauty of the Palace? The five-star service of the Ritz or St. Regis? Or the legendary Fairmont? San Francisco proves something simple. A hotel can be much more than a place to sleep. Sometimes, it becomes part of history. And sometimes, the history is the reason you want to stay there. If you enjoyed this journey through San Francisco's most incredible hotels, subscribe to Hidden Files Official. Because our journey through America's most fascinating hotels is only getting started. Next city, another skyline, another 10 hotels, and another set of stories you probably never knew.